Hello YouTubers, it's Merrix again with another video game review. This one is going to be of a game called Dynasty Warrior 6 Empires. This game has been out since 2009. These like a sequel to number 6, Dynasty Warrior 6. But it's technically just you have a strategy mode where you go into this place, you have to conquer each land until you combine it all together, and it's basically over. You can play as a wanderer, officer, or ruler. I suggest playing as an officer first. It takes a lot longer as an officer because they don't conquer a land but once every 3 months. If you play as a ruler and you have like 2 action points, you can conquer 2 lands within a month, and do 6 within 3. So if you want to play the game first, play as an officer, I suggest that. It takes all the characters from number 6, add them in. You can play as the minor officers too. And you can create your own officer, which is always a plus for me. I like to play any game that has create a character, other than basketball games. As you can tell from my in NBA 2K11, I didn't like it. But you can make your character, and from what I remember from the PlayStation 3 version, is you couldn't get Lubu's attacks. From what I remember. Now you can. My character has Lubu's cross pipes, which are very powerful once you upgrade it all to the maximum. I start off as playing an officer under the rule of Sun Jian, and going throughout the game just defeating bandits, all these places, doing mercenary work and assignments. Then a peasant came to my character and asked, overthrow the ruler, we need a better person to help us out. So I rose against Sun Jian with 3 of my friends, what they call them, and defeated Sun Jian, but only one of his territories. I took over. Usually as a ruler, it takes maybe 3 to 4 hours to beat one scenario, and you're done with that scenario. And when you load your game up as the cleared version, you can choose to bring back anything that you want or gain anything that you want. You can pick previous horses, previous weapons. You get previous weapon, say you're at level 10, your weapon comes back as level 10. But I switched my weapon over to a sword for 1 level, and I got that weapon back even though I was using a crosspipe, which was odd to me, but I was okay with it. There are a total of, I think, 4 or 5 scenarios. One is Land of Chaos, which is basically all question marks, whoever the people are. It's basically just like any of the other Empire games where it was just basically one playthrough and that was it. Gameplay-wise, hack and slash. You can level up your character up to level 50. Mainly everything will be at over 900. My character had 900 on everything and 1,000 on attack. You basically go from base to base, control them all until you make a blue line up to the main base, and where you take the main base, you have to defeat the commander. You defeat the commander, the level's over. At any time, if you lose your main base, or no, actually, it's not that way. If you die, you're done. If you're an officer or a ruler, so you can lose as a officer, and you can lose that territory if your ruler ends up losing, I guess. I don't know. Customization, it is very good. You get, I don't remember half the stuff from the old one, but I do not remember being able to choose their eye differences, their nose difference, their mouth. I just remember choosing like 3 different kind of faces and changing their skin color. That's all I remember, but apparently there's a lot more than that. And you can on Xbox Live, you can download a lot of costumes for free. They don't charge you anything at all, and you can get a bunch of those, which most of my characters that I've created actually use those kinds. My main one uses the ogre suit, which was, I think, Demon Armor number 5 Empires. But the game is very good. They have all these different scenarios, which really do no different. It's just basically the first one, there's a ton of people. 3 kingdoms, there's only 4. Yeah, 4 for 3 kingdoms. It's Ming Ho, who basically does not work with anybody. and by that time, Lu Bu's already gone. So, I would suggest people who like Dynasty Warriors Empires to buy this game. You know, like everyone says, it basically follows the Three Kingdoms scenarios. So, you know, every game is they're basically the same story, but presented in a different way. Just like number 7. Number 7 is flat out story mode. There's no created character, but they add a bunch of new characters, and they add in the last Jin, I think it was, to that mix. So it was a good one. Major problems with Dynasty Warriors 6 Empires. There's no story mode. It's all Empire mode. So if you want a story mode, get number 6 or number 7, like I said, and just play through that. As for storytelling for the game, it's like basically Empire mode, do this, do that, combine the land together, win. Yeah. I knew going into this game that it's all Empire mode. It's basically all action. There's no troop buying from what I remember there was in the other one, in the old one. But, I mean, I could give the game a 7 out of 10. Basically what I'm going to give it, 7 out of 10. Major faults, it gets repetitive. There's no story mode. But there's a lot of action and a lot of attraction to it. If you like hack and slash games, this is definitely for you. You know, make your own character, play as that. You know, it's basically like any game where you make your own character. You really don't want to play as any of the pre-made characters. You want to make your own and be able to go in these battles and kill them all. So, Dynasty Warriors 6 Empires. This is Delta Merrix, signing out.